Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to talk about my thoughts of Monsters at Work episode 9, which is called Bad Hair Day. And Bad Hair Day is the episode after Tyler gets told he's not going to be a jokester, so that definitely has some effect in this episode. He kind of is briefly touched on, and he was in this episode you can tell that he's given up on his jokes, his hopes being a jokester, and so he's focusing all of his time on being a mifter. And so in this episode, one of the old mifters that was furry that died. In this episode, it marks the day of the anniversary when this mifter died, and so the mifters honor him. And so one thing that they honor him by was kind of leads into the chaos into the episode a bit, is that they go the mifters gets haircuts, but not actual haircuts. Pretty much I can get a haircut right now. I don't really need one right now because my hair is sort of enough where I don't need one. But besides actually cutting my hair, the barber will cut the hair. So they're getting a non-haircut, which I believe that's what they were saying. Well, I think that was the term that they used in this episode. And so, while the mifters was getting non-haircuts, Tyler said, "Hey, I'll go do some of the things that you guys would need to do. So your guys' day can go a bit smoother, you know." And so he tries to do some of the things that the mifter does. But the thing that actually started the whole hot mess of the episode was the pet jumping out of his cage. He ate the hair of the dead mifter, because the mifter was a furry practically, and the mifters always had a piece of hair of this dead coworker, so they can honor him on the anniversary of his death, which I think was 4 years ago in this timeline. So this entire episode is pretty much Taylor trying to catch this animal and hopefully get him to puke out of the hair. Ross's sister's nearby, and Taylor gets a good idea about, hey, Ross's sister's hair is red. Sure, it's not as dark as the old co-workers, but that will never know. It was a struggle, but eventually she does give Taylor her hair, his hair, yeah, her hair. That makes sense. And then eventually, yeah, Taylor does get the pet, and everything goes smooth, and they're having a moment of silence, observing this hair, and they realize the hair looks different. Taylor realizes, oh shit, I fucked up, so I need to come clean. But before that, right before that, Taylor got the animal pet, he went to the area of the Monsters Inc. where the dead coworker died, which was where Doris get incinerated. And while Taylor was knocked out, I guess he was on the brink of dying, because he sees the dead coworker, and pretty much Taylor's asked, "What do you suggest I to do?" And the dead coworker in the afterlife says, "Be truthful." So Taylor wakes up, he sees a pet in his hand, and fast forwarding to the part that I was just telling you guys about how Mifters recognize, oh yeah, that's not the same hair as we had. It looks different. So Taylor comes clean, and all is forgiven. Happily ever after for this episode. Then the comedy class happens, right? And I so love these comedy classes. So it's Mike Wazowski trying to educate these Mifters in how to what is improv, and it's done in one of the most hilarious ways possible. It really is. And eventually he says, give me something to work with. And the class, his students, gives him suggestions, and he said, no. And Mike Wazowski, he did some examples of what improv is, which was all cylinder objects, because if you guys seen Monsters Inc. or Monsters University or both, you know that Mike Wazowski is a cylinder type monster. So it's easy for him to imitate like a basketball or like paper bunched up or pretty much something round. And there was like one suggestion was square, not square, a box. And I think that was the last one that was suggested that made Mike Wazowski said, I'm sorry, I can't deal with you guys. I can't deal with you guys. And yeah, it was really great. So this episode, which is called Bad Hair Day, was really funny. I laughed. I really enjoyed this episode. I know the series that season finale has already aired, which is episode 10. And I'm going to do that review soon, so yeah. And again, this show is a really fun show. I think it honors the Monster Inc. lore. And if you guys are a fan of Monster Inc., I highly recommend Monsters at Work, which, let me see how many episodes there is, because I think there's only 10. Actually, I'm going to jump cut, so BRB. So I was right, there's 10 episodes. So I'm excited to watch the 10th episode. And to give you guys my take on it. But like I said, if you guys are a fan of Monsters Inc. and / or Monster University, I highly recommend you guys watching Monsters at Work, because it captured the Monsters Inc. vibe. And I know I said this in the past like 8 reviews I've done for this show, but this show is one of the best shows I've seen in a while. Like, it honors the legacy, like, the universe I was in, and it builds on it. And it doesn't tear anything down like the sequel trilogy to Star Wars did. Like, it didn't tear anything that came before it down. It built it up. And it respected its legacy of characters, which in this case being Mike Wazowski, Sully, Mike's girlfriend, Roz, even though she was in like 1 episode so far in this episode, in this season. I don't know if she's going to be in episode 10. And the abominable, or the adorable snowman. It honors every single Monsters Inc. legacy character that they bring in. So I like it. It's a really good show, and I do highly recommend you guys watching this show. With that said, I'm gonna shut up. and I'm going to end this video. So I want you guys to tell me if you guys seen this episode. If you guys seen this episode, what do you guys think about episode 9, Bad Hair Day? Let me know if you guys enjoyed this episode. With that said, love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another, and I'll catch you guys later. And yeah, tell me what you guys think about the episode in the comment section. Love you guys, and have a wonderful day, and be kind to one another.